It's so wonderful to be here with you today. Today I want to talk about a topic that is first and foremost on my mind because one of our dear friends is struggling with this. And it's heartbreaking, really, but it's so common. It's such a common condition, and that is anxiety and depression, struggling with anxiety and depression. And anxiety may feel like a kind of a hyper mood state, but it's actually a low mood state. It's right in there with depression. And, women who are struggling with symptoms of hormone imbalance almost always are struggling with anxiety and or depression, and sometimes they happen together. In fact, a lot of times they go hand in hand. And what I want you to know is it's very common. It's very common, but it's not normal. So it's really a result of the world we live in and how we take care of ourselves. Hi, I'm Robin Nielsen, CEO and founder of Natural Hormone Solution. And I just want to talk about this for a moment today because you can totally heal anxiety and depression. And it has everything to do with healing your brain. And what's so interesting is that healing your brain starts in your gut. Isn't that crazy? We have to heal our brain to heal our bodies. And the very specific area of the brain that we want to heal is something called the hippocampus. And the hippocampus is super important. It's responsible for learning and memory. But guess what takes it out? Stress. Stressors of all kinds. And if you've ever participated in Robin's Hormone Reset, you know that those stressors are what I call hormone deal breakers, right? They're really messing with your hormones in a big way. And stress just completely obliterates your short-term memory. But it also takes away your ability to learn effectively. And it also, yeah, when your hippocampus is involved, it also, is makes you so much more prone to psychological disorders. So if you are someone who is suffering with anxiety and or depression, just know that you're not alone. It is so common. That was me. Oh my gosh. And I had no idea that I was struggling with that specifically. But know that as you begin to heal, your brain heals. And when your brain heals, your mind heals, right? You can start thinking better things for yourself and start dreaming a little bit more and making plans and living a more passionate, fulfilled life. But it all starts with learning how to take better care of yourself. So uh, we talked about helping our bodies detox a little bit more on Sunday, and that's because spring is a wonderful time to help your body get rid of toxins, things like heavy metals and pesticides and uh, more toxic estrogen that maybe we've metabolized but reabsorbed, right, to get our hormones back into balance. And any of those, not so great microbes that are putting off stuff that's not good for us, things like candida and all sorts of other things. So this is a great time to detox. Spring is the time of the liver. So we're going on a little road trip tomorrow. And I'm going to make a big pot of chili today. And my chili is mostly a vegetable chili with some, I'm going to put ground elk in it because elk is 100% grass fed, right? So very lean beef. And so things like, zucchini and cauliflower and sweet potatoes and I'm going to put in there some cilantro. So we learned that cilantro is a fantastic heavy metal chelator, and also some garlic. So I'm taking a look at our great handout and garlic is a high sulfur compound which boosts liver enzyme activity for detoxification. And it also aids in making glutathione, which is our major antioxidant in our liver, which tends to decrease by a lot after age 35. And that's what creates the aging process. So we want these things. We want foods that are really high in chlorophyll. I also got some kale. So kale is very high in chlorophyll as well. So I'm going to chop that up and throw that in there. So it's going to be just this delicious chili that we're going to take on the road with us so that we can have it for a few meals and don't have to stop. and get food that might not serve us. So we are on it. We're going to be detoxing this spring. It's going to help our brain so much. And some of the big things that really help to rebuild the hippocampus is, first and foremost, identifying some of those hormone deal breakers in your life. Pull out that list that, we had during the reset, but also something called DHA. We need a lot of DHA to feed our brain. That comes in the form of cold water fish like salmon, kippers, herrings, sardines, things like that. Also fish oil, right? I take a lot of fish oil. So DHA is so important. That's what your brain is mostly made of. And also um, tryptophan. So we're super deficient in tryptophan, which builds serotonin. And that can totally take our brain out. And that's when we start suffering from anxiety and depression. And we make most of our serotonin in our gut. So keep in mind that we get tryptophan from protein, right? Tryptophan comes from protein. So get your protein in, make sure that you're digesting it well. So chew your food a lot until it's liquid, like 25 times each bite. And then you're going to start getting some of the great amino acids in to help heal your brain, because we want to just say goodbye to anxiety and depression. So let's detox our bodies a little bit to heal our brain. Let's get those good detoxifiers in, like cilantro and garlic and all the plants that are rich in chlorophyll that helps us to detox, like spinach, Swiss chard, dandelion green, cilantro, and parsley, and get those garlic and onions in for the sulfur compounds. Beets are so great for helping to open up blood vessels with the nitric oxide. Celery, artichokes improve bile flow, carrots, helps to flush excess estrogens. Asparagus is a great natural diuretic and helps to remove toxins. Radishes stimulate bile flow and enhance liver function. So you can see all these great foods are so great for detox and are going to really help our brain. So let's send so much love to this beautiful woman who's struggling right now in a big way, and love to you. If you're struggling with anxiety or depression, and let's get you feeling so much better. All right, sending you lots of love.